This is Starfighter Gemini. If you are not familiar with the game Starfighter Gemini within the Dreamiverse, it's a fantastic shmup, and it's got a boss rush mode coming soon. And BOTheGrand, the creator of it, has been amazing enough to give the opportunity to dreamers of the Dreamiverse to submit songs for potential use within that boss rush mode. We've received all of these amazing entries here, and I'm super excited to just dive into them. So let's just do that. We start off with SFGBR from Lugadi. And Lugadi, thank you for entering the jam. Super excited to check this out. Here we go. Incredible. We love the way it loops around as well, and that is fantastic in my mind. That works, for playing a game like Starfighter Gemini, or indeed any sort of boss rush mode, because what's important to remember about this jam is that, even the tracks that are not used, right? Everyone has done an amazing job of populating the Dreamiverse with 30-second loops that can be used for all sorts of projects. They are a really useful thing for the Dreamiverse, and I am sure that a lot of these will get used in a lot of projects. And Lugadi, that was an absolute banger to start off the jam, and thank you for entering the jam. We now move on to a submission from Kitana22. This is for what it's worth, I'm sorry. They say it always had to play out this way. And shout out Dr. Bazinga for the guitar mute loop they built the track from. Hey Kitana, thank you for entering the jam. Super excited to check this out. Here we go. That is wonderful. That really fits as well. It fits Starfighter Gemini, and even without Starfighter Gemini, it just fits like any sort of boss battle. It's incredible. Again, we could be hearing a lot of this throughout the Dreamiverse, because that is fantastic. And Gaetana, thank you for entering the jam. We now move on to Pierre, Pierre.y, by MessyArtist. And I'm really glad that this jam appealed to you. That's really cool that you felt comfortable making something of this length. We do try to be as varied as possible with the jams, to give everyone an opportunity to get involved. You are always free to do something that's only 30 seconds long, though, no matter what the theme is. You know, the same goes for anyone. Like, we all just love hearing each other's tunes, right? As long as people vaguely stick to the rules, then it's all good. We just love the music. And MessyArtist, thank you for entering the jam, and I'm excited to hear this. Here we go. That is so nice. That, like, I didn't actually want to stop that there. That was just so nice. I just feel like a nice cutoff point for a lot of these is like 1.5 loops approximately, just because they generally tend to like build up and stuff. That was really nice sound though. I could honestly listen to that for a lot longer. Just have it on in the background. That's really nice, even while I'm shooting some sort of boss. Um, that's wonderful. Like, looping boss music for like any sort of shmup. It's amazing. It's got lovely sounds. Great job, MessyArtist. Thank you for entering the jam. We now move on to a submission from FluffyNSassy. This is just a matter of time. It's a hard 30-second rock loop. Visuals no, loop yes. RAKeogh equals horror picture show. FluffyNSassy, thank you for entering the jam. Super excited to check this out. Here we go. Wonderful. Again, seriously, that fits into, like, I can see this appearing in so many different dreams, in so many different scenarios, so many different boss fights. It's incredible. It's a lovely loop there. FluffyNSassy, it's amazing. Um, Wonderful, and thank you for entering the jam. I hope to hear a lot more of it. Now look, because everything's 30 seconds, I am just going through them all. I'm skipping the whole thing. The order's kind of random. The whole first is first thing. I mean, you know, it's a special night. I'm even on holiday, so I'm not worried about you know. Anyway, this is All Starfighter from Lugadi. 30 seconds didn't provide a satisfying loop, so they upped it to 38, and that's fair enough. It's close enough. We're all cool. And Lugadi, thank you for entering the jam. Here we go. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And I just had to stop it before it kicked in again, or I would let it go again to the end. And that's going to be the problem with a lot of these loops. They are so Moorish, and it's incredible. Again, it's fantastic. It's amazing. All Starfighter, thank you for the shout out in the name. I appreciate it, and it's an amazing loop. And thank you for entering the jam. It's wonderful, right? It's wonderful. All of these are just perfect and could fit in to any sort of shmup type game. It's incredible. BOTheGrand is going to have a hard time picking, and I do not envy it at all. We now move on to a submission from orionvalentine. This is Cosmic Dread, and it's a short loop intended for a super boss. And Orion, thank you for entering the jam. Here we go. Whoa, absolutely banging. Orion Valentine batting it out the park there with your first submission. That's incredible. Again, it just fits in everywhere. I'm going to be saying the same thing after every song, but that's just the quality that you all have. It is exceptional. Every single one of these is a banger. And we now move on to a second submission from Orion Valentine. This is Caustic Space. Here we go. Although this time they say it's not a super boss, it's just a regular boss. I wonder if that will be reflected in the music. Here we go. Again, absolutely banging. And I can see why this one was just a regular boss and not a super boss. The music is just as banging, but it is a little bit less epic, and it's wonderful. It fits perfectly. Oh, I can just imagine the shmups. Every time I listen to one of these songs, I am seeing a shmup in my head, and it's incredible. Okay, we now move on to another submission from lugadi. This is Low on Health. Their original attempt, but it saw the same time restriction issue. Since they rebelled already, they figured they'd just do it again. No problem, no problem. Here we go. Honestly, it's just luck of the draw how these are coming out. Here we go. Incredible. I love it. Party Boss, right? It's such a tune though, such a loop as well. Again, I feel bad cutting them off when I cut them off because I don't want to cut them off because I could listen to each of these like on a loop at least another 10 times, and more. They're incredible. That's Low on Health from Lugadi. Exceptional. We now move on to a submission from Son of a Glitch. This is Headmaster of Hell. And Son of a Glitch, thank you for entering the jam. Super excited to check this out. Here we go. Wonderful, fantastic. In my head, I'm getting like Super Nintendo Final Fantasy boss vibes. It's incredible, like amazing. Headmaster of Hell, Son of a Glitch. Thank you for entering the jam. I'm sure that we're gonna hear it out there in the Dreamiverse. We now have Star from Retsamehtmai, and Retsamehtmai, thank you for entering the jam. Excited to hear this. Here we go. Incredible again, absolutely incredible. And this time I had in my head that I was a Dergo scrapling in a shmup, and while I was shooting the enemies, some of my buddies in the background were also playing their instruments. Someone make the Dergo scrapling shmup happen. That's an incredible track there from Retsamehtmai, and thank you for entering the jam. All these loops, you just don't want to stop them, but you have to. We've now got a submission from orangepixeljuice. Now this loops 8 times, and each one's different, so it's a different take on the jam. But hey, here we go. Orangepixeljuice, thank you for entering the jam. Here we go. Wonderful, magnificent. Like the way that it does change slightly each time, it leads to different ambience every time, which can lead to all sorts of different gameplay situations and work in all sorts of different gameplay environments. Really cool. PixelJuice, thank you for entering the jam. We now move on to a collaboration from Pudazuka and Lugadi. It's called Lugadi Didn't Name This. It's the last 30 seconds loop, so here we go. A 30-second intro, 30-second loop. Here we go, excited to see this. Thank you, Pudazuka and Lugadi, for entering the jam. Here we go. That's wonderful. And the amazing thing about that collaboration is I can hear like each person's parts shining through as well. I think it's amazing. It's amazing, and it's an amazing loop. And it's wonderful. And if it's not in Starfighter Gemini, it will be in something else because it's amazing. Pudazuka and Lugadi, wonderful collaboration. Thank you for entering the jam. We now move on to a submission from VinceKully, and this is Pew Pew, and it's got 3 distinct loops. And no, hey VinceKully, super excited to check this out, and thank you for entering the jam. Here we go. had to stop it before the end there. That was incredible. That was incredible. Again, the examples of showing how it can be different, just with little changes here and there. 3 distinct loops, all 3 of them fantastic. An incredible tune. And it's possibly not fitting for Starfighter Gemini, but it is definitely fitting for the Dreamiverse. I know that's going to pop up somewhere and it's going to be exceptional. Amazing stuff there from VinceKully, and thank you for entering the jam. Incredible. Now we move. And that was called Pew Pew. Pew Pew. Pew. Pew Pew. Now we move on to a submission from Sockwielder. This is Resistance is Futile. 30-second loop as ordered. We attempted to keep the Gemini sound, but also bring something fresh to it. Hope you like it. Time signature 7-4. Visuals, no. Cheers, Sock. FluffyNSassy, no. Sockwielder, thank you for entering the jam. Super excited to check this out. Here we go. Incredible! What a loop, right? What a tune! What a loop! That is Resistance is Fertile, because it's been composting for a while. Incredible stuff, Sockwielder. Thank you for entering the jam. Really is an amazing loop, and I know we're going to hear about the loops. Now, we have a submission from BOTheGrand themselves. BOTheGrand, the creator of Starfighter Gemini, which again, you know, if you've entered this jam, I guess you're aware of Starfighter Gemini, but it's one of the top shmups in the Dreamiverse. It's well worth checking out if you've not before. And now we've got a submission from BOTheGrand, who made the soundtrack to it as well as the game itself. And this is cool. Here we go. But hey, look, everyone in the chat, just, you know, give the love to BOTheGrand. Massive shout out BOTheGrand for making the game, for making the soundtrack to the game, and for giving everyone here the opportunity to get involved in like boss rush mode and stuff. It's amazing stuff. Great community initiative, and BOTheGrand, thank you for being you and keep on rocking. And this is Temporal Split. Amazing, amazing. I can't even imagine the sort of boss that you're fighting and when that song's playing. The amount of parrying that you're going to be doing, the amount of stuff you're going to be dodging. That was a tough boss fight, that really was. And thank you for getting me through it, everybody. And BOTheGrand, it was banging. Thank you for entering the jam. And, you know, for allowing the jam to happen, agreeing to the jam, etc. Amazing stuff. Now, we move on to Gemini Storm from King of Dragons 125. King of Dragons 125, thank you for entering the jam. And this is a song that captures the vibe of a shmup, a 5-second intro and a 30-second loop. Here we go. Magnificent. Such vibes, and it's incredible, and it works perfect for the Dreamiverse as well. Amazing job, King of Dragons 125, and thank you for entering the jam. Honestly, right, like, just based on everything we've had so far, and I know what we've got coming up later, in so much as I've not heard it, but I know the names of the people who've entered, right? Like, genuinely, right, what we're doing here is possibly giving the Dreamiverse, like, the best loops that it's got. It's incredible. Amazing job, everyone. Now, we move on to a submission from Classy Creeper 02. They made their jam debut last week, and it's amazing to see them coming back. Classy Creeper again. Like, thank you for entering the jam. This is Bully on Board. They say it's just a small, simple loop. And look, they don't think it necessarily fits the Gemini style, and that's fine, honestly, because it's not just about Gemini. We are giving the Dreamiverse lots of amazing loops. And thank you for entering the jam, and I'm excited to hear it. Here we go. Amazing, amazing. Towards the end of the second loop, around this part, I was starting to imagine in my head, like more of a character select screen. I was imagining like, hey, choose your fighter. And I was loving it. I was absolutely loving the images that were in my head, and it's an amazing loop. Absolutely incredible, and thank you, Classic Creeper 02, for entering the jam. And I think it kind of fits the Gemini style. I know it's not got all the guitar solos and stuff that Gemini has, but it would work. It works for shmups, man. It's really good. And it's quality. We love it. Thank you for entering the jam. We now move on to a submission from Chablu J. This is Cosmic Dust. Chablu, thank you for entering the jam. Here we go. magnificent. Like with so many loops, it feels bad cutting it off. Because we could just keep listening to it. And you know what? This collection will be getting published, and you can just listen to these all on a loop. Also, to harken back to the video jam, like, a video jam with all of these could be pretty cool, right? You could even do like medleys and stuff. I don't know, like, anyway, that'd be a cool thing. Hey, Chablu J, that was fantastic. Again, it fits into so many different scenarios. It's just amazing. It's amazing. We now move on to a second submission from MessyArtist. This is In the Zone. That's amazing. Again, just like the previous entry from MessyArtist, and just like so many tonight, could just keep listening to it. It's incredible, and it gives so many amazing shmup images in the head. It's wonderful. We now move on to a submission from Catastrophe YouTube. This is called Boss Rush, and Catastrophe YouTube, thank you for entering the jam. Honestly, it's really cool when we get new faces in the jam, and then when those new faces like hang around and stuff. It's incredible. The Dreams music scene is always growing, and it grows because, you know, we're all in it together, right? Anyway, here we go. This is Boss Rush. Thanks for entering the jam. Incredible. And again, that really fits Starfighter Gemini, but even if it's not in that, it just fits so much stuff. It's incredible. An amazing tune there. Catastrophe YouTube, thank you for entering the jam. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. We now move on to a submission from Justin Art. This is Galactic Raid. It's a rad 32-second boss rush kind of music with a little intro at the beginning before the loop kicks in. They might make a longer version of this in the future. And Justin Art, excited to hear this. Here we go. I absolutely love that. That is incredible. Just an art. It's wonderful. It really is. It's got such feeling to it, such vibes. I really love it, and thank you for entering the jam. That is Galactic Raid. I would happily listen to a lot more of that. We now move on to a submission from Sauceless One. This is Shoot Them Up or Down, whatever's fine. And that's a message I can get behind. It's a little 30-second loop for the jam, the Starfighter Gemini jam, the Jolly Jelly Gemini jam, Pew Pew. Here we go. That is amazing, the way it loops around, the tune itself, the guitar, like the solo. I think that fits Starfighter Gemini wonderfully. Sauceless One, batting it out the park. I mean, everyone has been, don't get me wrong. That's just banging. And look, I happen to know that he made that live on stream. And, you know, if you like seeing music get made and stuff, go and check out a Sauceless One stream, because he makes stuff like that live on stream as well as countless other tunes, and it's really cool. And thank you for entering the jam. Amazing stuff. We now move on to a submission from GeoGoat. This is Any Percentage Starfighter Rush, and it's a short loop for the jam that they put together at the last moment. This one be fast. GeoGoat, thank you for entering the jam, and I'm excited to hear this. Here we go. Banging, absolutely banging. GeoGoat batting it out the park with an amazing sort of banging metal loop. It's incredible stuff. GeoGoat, thank you for entering the jam. Now we move on to a submission from BeanBob101. This is Starfighter Gemini. BeanBob101, thank you for entering the jam. Super excited to check this out and to share it with the world. Here we go. That's incredible, right? Amazing, amazing stuff. As you know, as always from BeanBob 101. BeanBob, thank you for entering the jam. Wonderful, wonderful. And now we move on to a submission from Son of a Glitch, second of the evening, I believe. And this is Genocidal Gemini. And Son of a Glitch, thank you for entering the jam. Excited to hear this. Here we go. Wonderful. Magnificent. Again, Son of a Glitch, thank you for entering the jam. Amazing stuff. It is pretty gent. It's amazing, and it's going to fit in like for so many different situations in the Dreamiverse. It's incredible. Thank you for entering the jam. We now move on to a submission from Anima Incognito. This is Irradiation, 28-second loop, and Anima Incognito, thank you for entering the jam. I'm excited to hear this. Here we go. Magnificent. Yeah, like Irradiation there, from Anima Incognito, and it works. It's perfect. It's just like with everything else, right? It's perfect for like use in the Dreamiverse in all sorts of situations. It's fantastic. Amazing loops tonight. Impeccable job, everyone. And Anima Incognito, thank you for entering the jam. We now move on to a submission from Subob14, who again has only been entering recently, and it's amazing seeing new faces. It's wonderful. And this is quick. And Subob14, thank you for entering the jam. I'm excited to hear this. Here we go. Wonderful, amazing use of the effect fields there. An amazing loop. It's wonderful. Again, it's going to fit into so many situations in the Dreamiverse. It's incredible. Subob14, thank you for entering the jam. Amazing stuff. We now move on to a submission from Black Cat Tracks. This is Farsighter Boss Loop. Black Cat Tracks, thank you for entering the jam. And here we go. And yeah, it's extendable as well, by the way, if anyone does want to hear an extended version of this. Exciting, exciting. But here we go with the boss version. Here we go. Magnificent, magnificent. It's a retro boing. And I'm definitely going to be checking out the extended version in my own time at some point. It's wonderful. Black Cat Tracks, thank you for entering the jam. Amazing stuff. Incredible. Like, you know, all these tracks are going to find their way into various things throughout the Dreamiverse. It is inevitable. And they're all so fitting. It's fantastic stuff. We now move on to another submission from FluffyNSassy. This is You've Got My Attention. And it's a loop. For whatever. It's loopy, visuals, maybe some Saturday night. I'm excited to hear this. Thank you for entering the jam. Here we go. Magnificent. FluffyNSassy, amazing stuff. Thank you for entering the jam. Absolutely incredible. And seriously, like, all of these loops are just absolutely incredible. It's amazing. Like, every week we ask you to, like, send us songs, and we get so many incredible ones all the time. Now, our next submission, I believe, is from the Joe team. That's Joe Business in chat. And it's called Release the Hypno Swarm, a 30-second looping sci-fi shmup boss theme. And the Joe team, this is actually their jam debut, so super excited to check this out. Always exciting when we get debutantes on the jam, and here we go. Incredible, magnificent. Like for a jam debut, it's wonderful. It fits the bill perfectly. It definitely is like a looping sci-fi shmup boss theme. It definitely is, right? Fantastic stuff. That's released the Hypno Swarm, the Joe team with their jam debut there. Fantastic. Amazing stuff. Now, I believe we move on to the first of two submissions from Prince Tara. This one is Rising. It's a retro-inspired short-action loop with orchestral elements and drum and bass drums. And I'm excited to hear this. Prince Tara, thank you for entering the jam. Here we go. I just don't want to stop it. It's so good. It's so good. The same goes for like so much tonight. It's incredible. Just keep them on a loop for a long time. That's incredible stuff. That's Rising from Prince Tara. Prince Tara, thank you for entering the jam. And we now have a second submission from Prince Tara, which is Reinforced. Here we go. Here we go. I don't want to stop it, but I have to. It's incredible. I'm getting proper like 80s montage victory vibes all around this part here. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. They're all amazing. They're all amazing. But it's amazing. Every week I'm absolutely blown away by everyone in these jams, you know. Like, I know all of these tunes are bangers, but it's bangers every week, isn't it? It's incredible, and everyone's getting better all the time, and the scene's growing all the time. Everyone give yourself a big pat on the back. We now move on to a submission from iWilder. This is Stagitarius, although I'm going to call it Stagitarius. And it's a little BGM for the Starfighter Gemini. Look, they couldn't help going over 30 seconds, but I'm sure it's not by that much. And iWilder, thank you for entering the jam, and here we go. I'm just stopping before we overdose, okay? I'm being sensible. That is fantastic. That is Sagittarius from iWilder. Thank you for entering the jam. Amazing stuff, amazing. We now move on to a second submission from Sauceless One. This is Descent to Radinus. And this one bumps a bit. Sauceless One, thank you for entering the jam. Here we go. incredible. Descent to Radness there, from Solstice 1, and it's wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful. It really is. It blows me away every time. It absolutely. Oh, look what's happening. Look, 400. I had a feeling this was going to happen during this stream. 400. 400. Look at that. I have a new passion, by the way. My new passion is audio. Who's turning 400? 10 years, 400. Yeah, there we go, 400 club. Beautiful. And I've got a passion for audio. A new passion for audio. Right, here we go. I got that one, if that's the one you mean. I don't know what that is, but I'll check it out in my own time. I know I didn't get this one. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, right, here we go. Who's 400? 10 years 400. Right, here we go. Next up we have, honestly, I wish I'd prepared something. I wish I'd, you know what I mean? I wish I'd come up with a funny song or something for level 400, but I only realised shortly before Dream Sound started. Anyway, right, here we go. This is Nosferatu, except actually it's Utar F Son. From Sulky Tardigrade. Zellybeans in the chat. Zellybeans, thank you for entering the jam. Super excited to check this out. Here we go. Magnificent. It is a magnificent loop. Now, because the title is spelled backwards, sort of makes me think, like, what would the song be like if that was backwards? So let's check that out, because I wouldn't put it past Zellybeans. I wouldn't put it past them. Here we go. Incredible. There we go. Super spooky, right? It plays the same when you play it the same. Super spooky. Amazing job, Zellybeans, and thank you for entering the jam, and it really works. And I hope to see it out there in the Dreamiverse. Incredible. Now, we have a solo entry from Pudazuka. This is Ascension, and I'm excited to hear this. Pudazuka, thank you for entering the jam. Here we go. That is fantastic. That really fits like the theme, I believe, and it's wonderful. Technically, right? Technically, it breaks the rules, but it works in spirit. And actually, the spirit is the important thing here. Ultimately, like it works. You know what I mean? Amazing job, Pudazuka. Thank you for entering the jam. Now, we have DeathVenusBlue with victory. First of multiple submissions. Now, I want to give a shout out specifically to other versions of these tunes because they came up with 30-second loops for the jam, okay? However, what I have since noticed is that they have also come up with other versions. Yeah, it looks like made a 30-second loop for the jam and felt like writing vocals. 2-minute rap with instrumental loop. Like they expanded, they've already expanded their jam entries. Here we go, look, yeah, this is jam entry, but it's already been expanded with lyrics and stuff as well. Now we can't take those versions for the jam because they are extended versions that, you know, they've been turned into like full-on songs, but I am happy to listen to them at another moment. Right now we're just going to play like the jam versions. So here we go, this is Victory from DeathVenusBlue, and I do think it's really cool to give a shout out to those other versions because I do think it's really cool. Now here we go. And it's wonderful, and it fits perfect, like, for a scene like in a dream. Say you're wandering around the city, exploring a city. It's a wonderful post-rock loop. And DeathVenusBlue, thank you for that first submission. Now we have a second one here. This is Gemini, and like I'm saying, genuinely, I'm up for listening to the others on stream at another time. But just during the jam, we're going to listen to the jam versions for now. And thank you for entering. And this is Gemini. Here we go. Magnificent, right? Again, it fits so many situations and so many boss fights. It is Gemini, and it's fantastic. And I have heard the version that has vocals, and it's really good as well, honestly. Both the extended versions are, and I would love to share them with you. We're just sticking with the jam entries for now. So we now have Disintegrate, which is a third submission from DeathVenusBlue, and this is a 1-minute metal loop. And I'm excited to hear this. Here we go. Wonderful, right? Magnificent. And again, I believe there's a version with lyrics as well, which I am excited to share with you. It's just gonna have to wait for another moment. But DeathVenusBlue, thank you for entering the jam. Like, they're perfect. They really are. Everyone tonight has absolutely batted it out the park. Exceptional stuff. We now move on to a submission from Juice 1985, who is not a jam debutante. They've been here in the past. It's just been a while. And Juice, it's nice to see you again. Thank you for entering the jam. I'm excited to hear this. And here we go. Incredible, right? It's an amazing loop, and it's got the style of Juice as well that we loved from the previous jams. It's incredible. It's an amazing loop, and it's got so many fits within the Dreamiverse. It's amazing stuff. And Juice, thank you for entering the jam. Honestly, it's a wonderful loop. It's amazing. We now move on to a few submissions from ForeverEcho. You know what? I'm gonna play a couple of debutantes first, okay? Because I know I've not been doing the first is first thing, okay? But there are a couple of debutantes back here, and like I'm just messing up the order slightly, right? But just trust me, it's all good intentions. We're all we're you know, we're not being bad here. We're not being bad. Right, here we go, right? Here we go. So right now we've got Nosebend making their jam debut with Boss Rushed. 30-second loop, it's simple but it'll do. Hey Nosebend, thank you for entering the jam. It's super exciting to get a debut. Here we go. Magnificent. It works. It really works. And it's incredible. Magnificent jam debut there. That is Boss Rushed from Nosebend. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful. And now we move on to Boss Waddle from Moonbog. Trevron in the chat. This is tension-induced waddle vibes. And look, hey, Moonbog, Trevron in the chat. I do have to say, is that a euphemism? I'm super excited to hear this, and thank you for entering the jam. Here we go. It's magnificent, magnificent loop. And the little diddly dee at the end. It's amazing. It's amazing. Moonpog Trevor on in the chat. Thank you, Frantic Jam. It's amazing stuff. And now we move on to Gemini Rush from Pixel Night. And I'm super excited to hear this. Pixel Night, thank you, Frantic in the Jam. Here we go. It's amazing, right? It's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. It's amazing. Like with so many songs tonight, I feel bad cutting it off because we could just listen to it on a loop all night, honestly. And look, you know, if you are new to okay, never mind. Anyway, Pixel Night, amazing stuff, absolutely amazing stuff. It's incredible. As always, it's absolutely incredible. BOTheGrand, right? I really do not envy BOTheGrand in like choosing what songs to put into Starfighter Gemini now. Although if I may give a little bit of, if I may give an idea, right? In theory, right? What if you had a scene randomizer, and what if it was basically it linked to potentially like 10 different versions of the exact same scene, except each one just had different music. So when you clicked on Boss Rush mode, it would take you to any one of 10 scenes, but they were just all the same, except the different, I don't know. Anyway, that way you could technically fit in as many as possible, but I don't wish to actually say that out loud because it sounds like I'm trying to put pressure on you to include everyone, and I'm not. Now, we're gonna have this little EP from ForeverEcho. This is amazing. This is Hot Sauce, the little starfighter. He is brave. He loves hot sauce. He is the little starfighter. Here we go. Beautiful. Also, isn't Hot Sauce your nephew? Because again, that's just cool, and it's a lovely little personal touch. Here we go. Magnificent, right? That's just track one. That's track one from the EP here. This is Starfighter Gemini, and this is track 2, Enemies Detected. Here we go.
No, bad guys.
Whoa. That's just amazing. Honestly, I feel bad cutting it off like I do with everything. But like, that was an amazing loop and amazing samples, and it really works. The guitar solos are incredible. Now we've got Tricky Moves, which is third. Here we go.
This is gonna be a little tricky.
Amazing, right? And I'm gonna go to the next track. But honestly, right, what I'm thinking in my head is that if you could compile the 5 of these tracks into one song, that would be a pretty cool song, right? Okay, here we go. See this time pause, that time pause there is magnificent. And we're now moving on from Maximum G's to Victorious Hot Sauce, right? Here we go, Victorious Hot Sauce. I'm loving this EP. I just want to hear the songs back to back without me talking in between them. Alright, here we go.
We are victorious! We are victorious!
Again, a lovely loop, a lovely loop. I mean, is this one note different enough from the Final Fantasy VII Victory Anthem or not? I mean, I'll leave that up to the lawyers to decide. But it's a fantastic EP, and it's a fantastic job. ForeverEcho, thank you for entering the jam. And seriously, now that the jam has finished, like, I think it would be cool to hear these back to back as one song. You know what I mean? Just like back to back to back to back. I don't know. It'd be interesting. I'd like to hear it anyway. Thank you for entering. Amazing stuff. We now move on to a submission from Deatory Game. That's Carbo Luca, not in the chat. And this is Greatest Measures. But Diatori Game, Garbo Luca, I hope everything's going alright. I know you're pretty busy nowadays, and seriously, I hope all is going well. Much love to you, not just from me, but from everyone at Dream Sounds, and thank you for entering the jam. Here we go. I said Dream Sounds, what I actually meant to say was like Monday Night Crew. It just popped out, but the sentiment remains. Here we go. That is amazing. Yeah, that's incredible. Totally anthemic and not just a silly 30-second thing. Diatori Game, it's incredible. And hey, look, much love to you. Now, we have brandon-bhoy with the stressful part of the boss fight. Super excited to check this out. brandon-bhoy, thank you for entering the jam. Here we go. Amazing stuff. brandon-bhoy, thank you for entering the jam. Honestly, and it's really cool to see you doing something different as well. It's incredible. I love it. I love it. And I know it's going to have use in the Dreamverse as well. It's amazing stuff. Absolutely amazing. And without further ado, I will thank you for entering the jam, and I will move on to a second submission from Impy. This is energetic/soothing loop. And unless there is something hiding in my notifications, then it is the penultimate song of the jam. And the song that comes next is one that I am particularly excited about, having read the description. But look, for now, Impy, thank you for entering the jam with your beautiful voice, an energetic/soothing loop. Here we go. Amazing, right? Amazing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful voice. Beautiful loop, beautiful tune. It's incredible. And look, every song tonight's been incredible, and I feel like it's always that way, you know? I really do. Every week you deliver such absolute magic. Like, everyone, you're all incredible, and the scene just grows. Like, and it's because of your encouragement for each other that the scene does continue to grow, yeah? Like, when someone enters the jam, you give them love and you give them encouragement, and that keeps them coming back. And if no one gave you guys love and encouragement in the first, you wouldn't be coming back. And it's like, it's incredible watching it grow. It's great to see new names and everyone, you know, peace and love. BOTheGrand, thank you for giving everyone the opportunity to come together with these 30-second loops. I do not envy your position of having to pick what ones to put into the game, but even the ones that do not get picked will be used in the Dreamverse, because we have basically just given the Dreamverse like a bunch of its best 30-second loops. Now, I am going to check my notifications in just a moment or two in case there's been anything else. However, this next one is technically an entry for a jam that doesn't exist. This is the Up All Night Jam, my favourite G, by RAKeogh in collaboration with Lugadi, Wiley is Cool, ForeverEcho, Impotent Mink, Pudazuka, and Sauceless One. I've not heard this. I'm excited to check it out. There we go. And yeah, this is the jam that doesn't exist, which I'm excited about. Because if you don't know, like, normally I'm quite worried about being up quite late. I'm actually on holiday this week, which is ironic given that all the entries are so short. But this is funny. Okay, so here we go. Entry to the non-existent Up All Night Jam, and I've not heard this, but thank you everyone for doing a collaboration. I bet it's really cool and really fun. Here we go. Here we go. Let's do it. I'm excited. Wow, how's this poll going? How's this poll going? How's it going? Let's have a look. Oh my flippin' G. Oh my flippin' G. Oh my flippin' G. Oh my flippin' G.
So, Dreamsoft is winding down one night after I had to make a poll, but he didn't know what to type, thinking about Monday when he didn't have to work, and tired as heck, he chose these 3 words.
All night, 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 all night. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means. Do not remix my poll. My poll. Honestly, I was up for anything. Come on.
My favorite letter G.
Honestly, I was up for anything. Honestly, I was up for anything. Honestly, I was up for anything. Come on. Honestly, I was up for anything. Honestly, I was up for anything. Honestly, I was up for anything. Come on. You might need to remix it. 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 Do not remix. Do not remix. Do not remix. Do not remix. No, guys, come on, come on, come on now. Come on. That was a joke. Oh my flippin' G. Thank you. Love it. I love it. It's amazing. Thank you. Thank you for entering the non-existent jam. I'm a big fan of the non-existent jam. Should I just make that like that size? And then publish it. There we go. Amazing, amazing. Beautiful. Now if I put that there, it fits perfectly. And we've got these amazing rows. Beautiful. I'm gonna go check my notifications. That was incredible. Thank you. All the the jam was incredible. And let's check if anything's come in. Also, I'll plug this properly. Although I don't know if I'm supposed to, because it's still... Oh no, it's out now. Okay. So I'll plug that properly. What have we got here? Yeah, there we go. That is the end of the jam.